Happy Friday. It has been a minute since we've been live. I'm just trying to find a good angle here. I think we have. How are you doing? Good to see you guys. Happy Friday to you. We'll change a couple babies, have a chat. Then I got to go back to bed for work. So many things. This weekend. Oh my gosh, it has been a crazy, crazy week. I didn't even get any reborning work done or hardly any YouTubing done or any memberships or anything like that. So I do apologize. It has been a crazy, wild week, and tomorrow is going to be even more busier, but hopefully we'll be back on track. Things do happen unexpectedly, and when life throws you curveballs, then you just got to go with it. Let me pull up chat on my tablet here. Let me pull up chat. I should be live. Here I am. Okay. 5 people. Hello. I catch a live. Yippee. Hey, Cyrus. Good to see you. Can you hear me okay? I'm wearing a mic today. So I do apologize if I yell. I'm used to yelling because I'm not usually wearing a mic, but today I am, because I'll be walking all over the room getting clothes and things like that for changing some babies. I just really felt the need today to hang out with you guys. I've been feeling a little bit on the depressed side because my life situation, my work, this is my other job. And it got interrupted by happenings that, I'm not going to say. It's nothing really bad. It's a common thing, but I'm just not going to talk about it. But yeah, so I wasn't able to do anything, and I had to tear apart my workspace and everything. So that wasn't fun. So I got to spend the weekend getting everything back in order again. And then I was supposed to have that Simple Affordable Reborn done. She ain't done yet. So I gotta get working on the custom. And I want to do twin A. No, I got a twin B that I want to make into a baby. Make into a baby. I want to make into a high-end reborn and have that up for sale before the holidays. So yes, it does take me a hot minute to make a baby. Yes, it does, because I work my full-time job. Hello, Hannah. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Who is this? This is Chloe. This here is Chloe. She is my Chloe. It looks creepy. I do agree with you. Sometimes, well, I don't agree, but other people would agree that these do freak people out. So I won't argue with you there. So yes. Oh no, you had to tear apart your. I hope things get better soon. Yes. They should be. They definitely will be. But I freak out over the littlest things. So let's have a chat while we change a baby. Here we have Miss Chloe. And I thought I needed a onesie for her, so I grabbed one, but she already's got one on under here. So yeah, it has to do with the cat down the street and the little friends that she brought with her, if you know what I mean. I freak out over littlest things, so we've got somebody coming in, taking care of. It's not really a problem yet, but yeah. So yeah, they're coming out tomorrow. We got to leave the house. We got to board our cat to the vets for a day and put the birds. Thank goodness it's going to be like 80 degrees, almost 77. And the birds, we have a nice garage, so the birds will be comfortable out there while they work on spraying the house. So it's not a bad situation, actually. It's not too bad, but when I hear like your cat's got fleas, that's it. Call out everybody. So, unfortunately for our bubby, he is going to be now on a indoor kitty, and that is going to break my heart because he absolutely loves being outside. But we have lately a lot of a lot of stray cats coming around. Actually, his sister's been coming around. The neighbor abandoned another cat, which is another thing that's breaking my heart right now. Yeah. If I had one of those, wouldn't put it in my room. I would just think it freak me out. Gotcha. Yeah, they can freak people out. Yeah, they can. I thought about that with my vintage dolls at first. Like, would that be kind of creepy for the vintage dolls to be in this room? But this is the doll room, so this is some vintage dolls, a little bit of everything. Thank you. Oh my God, so cute. Yeah, it's gonna get better soon. I just freak out over the simplest things. But it's a good thing because if I didn't, then I would have a disgusting house. And that is something I don't want, especially in my line of work, this work with the reborns and everything. I literally, yes, I'm going to admit it, I literally treat my reborns like a real baby in a sense that cleanliness is very important for the well-being of your baby. No, the well-being. No, the integrity of your vinyl, of your dolls, any pieces. Like if you had any kind of collectibles, you want your home to be as clean and pristine as possible so that your collection can stay nice. So that is very, very important, in my opinion. So, yeah, so we're going to be gone all day. So we're going to take the opportunity to strip everything, all the beds, everything, and take everything and wash it at the laundry. We're going to hang out at the laundromat tomorrow while they're doing their job in our house. And yeah, fun. Oh my gosh, look at you, Miss Chloe. You are so adorable. So yeah, this week it's been vacuum, laundry, then treat the cat. Because I got some stuff for the cat. I did get treatment. He's on prescription medications right now. Treat the cat, wash the clothes, more vacuuming, more salt on the ground, more vacuuming, all that fun stuff. So that's what creepy dolls, yes. That is what my week has been like. We were supposed to have an outing with my daughter and my grandson, and that never happened because of everything going on. So I hate people who abandon cats. My youngest came to us and being dumped at an age where he can't even sell them legally where I live. He wouldn't have, oh wait, the chat is moving quickly here. Hang on. Survived if it in our house. Yes. So we have just a little bit more time. There is a cat that has been abandoned by the neighbor. We did take in Bubba, which is her brother, and he is the big orange kitty. And we took him in. But Mark does have allergies, and with two cats, we tried taking her in. And his allergies just went nuts. So it's just not fair for him to be miserable. So if they don't, she's been going back down to their house, and it seems like they're letting her back in, but then she's always coming back down to our house. So we're going to assess the situation, and if things don't get better, we're either going to try to get her a home, a shelter. We'll have to do something. We don't know. So it's breaking my heart right now because I always wanted to take her in. She does have some behavioral problems, which she refuses to use the litter box. And to me, that's a big no. I can't have that. And I work a full-time job, and I work this job. I am way too busy. I think one cat is just good enough for me. But we are going to help her get a home. So since she's already sort of been with us for a couple of days, so it hasn't been long. If not, they do sell some nice cat shelters that are heated, and you can put food in them. So we'll see what we can do. On to the dolls. Let's talk about dolls and not my cat problems here. But that's life. Life happens, and that's why I really haven't been around. So let's see. No, I don't think they look scary. That I don't understand. There's a lot of monster. This is Halloween season. I know there's a lot of people have monster babies, and they're okay. They don't creep. Those don't really creep me out. But a little innocent little baby, how could it creep you out? No. They are so realistic. Yeah, that's probably why. They're just so realistic. So how's everyone doing? Hey, Trans Daddy, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for listening to my problems in the beginning here. What do they cost? So anywhere from $425 all the way up to $1,500. These are the prices that I charge. It depends on, my average is $775 to $800. It just depends on what doll kit it is. It depends on what is all done. Like the more work that is done and the more expensive the doll kit, the more expensive it will be. So everything just kind of has to figure out what is being done, what kind of doll kit it is, and everything like that. Oh, so cute. Thank you so much. Let's just hope the neighbors are behaving okay. Yeah, I don't know him that well. He looks like questionable. But I tried calling before for animal services and they didn't do nothing in our city. So anyways, either way, we're going to get her help. And we do have some wonderful shelters out this way that could help her. There are no kill shelters, and hopefully they can help her. So yeah, I feel really bad. Dolls are so cute. Love them, so realistic. Thank you, Stitch fan. Thank you. Feline of the Forest. Hello. I thought y'all were selling real babies. Nope, these are reborn dolls. They do look real. They do look real. You love alternative ones too? Yes, I like the fairy babies, and I do have a Yoda from Tia Artistry. I do have a Yoda. So that's like the only alternative doll that I have in my collection. I will have to make me one. I'd like to make me one of them blonde fairy babies. Or maybe one with like pink hair, like different color hair, like a fairy baby. That would be cute. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with your chats here. You are doing good. Glad you're doing good. What they cost? Let's see, a $1,500 doll. So this right here would be $1,500. This is professionally made by a professional artist. And to be honest, I don't even know if she's making them. There's some artists that I don't even know that I got my dolls from that I don't even know if they reborn anymore. Some haven't. So she would be up like $1,500. She's a high-end reborn. And yeah, there are lower-end reborns. There are mid reborns. It just depends on how much work is put into them. How many days I thought it was an actual at first glance. Yes, they do look real at first glance. So cute. If you could pick what's your favorite baby out of your collection. Oh, my favorite baby. We didn't do our favorite. Oh, we did already. I think we did our favorite baby of the week. Did we? I'm trying to remember who it was. Who's the baby of the week? This one's about $1,500. So you're looking at it right here, $1,500. And Victor here. So let's put her back. Let's look at Victor. And come here. Let's like move him over here. So that's why I wore the mic, because I'm clear across the room getting him out of his little basket. This baby would easily be $1,500. This is Jody Slater's work. But he's not quite worth that because he doesn't have rooted hair. He doesn't have paint. He only has his, he doesn't even have rooted eyelashes. I basically just can kept him as I got him. I got him in a trade, and many moons ago, many years ago, but the painting, oh my gosh, the painting on this doll is phenomenal. Let me just show you, and we'll put his outfit back on, but I'm going to show you his painting is superb. This is Jody Slater's work. This doll is a Laura Lee Eagles. I do believe this one is, it's at the tip of my head. It's at the tip of my head. I don't know why I always forget the name of the dolls. There's so many of them. I'm trying to think of this one. Well, anyways, anywho, I just want to show you, if this one was rooted, it would be more than $1,500, because look at how fine this painting is. Just so super fine. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if the camera can pick it up. I'm just looking at the monitor, so I'm not really looking at live chat at the moment. So I may be delayed in answering any comments because I'm looking at my my tablet. Yeah, okay. But look at how, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was thinking about getting him rooted. In fact, Jody Slater was offering custom rooting. And I'm like, please root my Victor. You're the one who painted him. Oh my goodness. He's just a snuggle bug baby. But yeah, he definitely would be worth it. But I would say right now he's worth about probably $700, just like this, because his painting is so in depth. The colors are so rich, and the nail beds are just, oh my gosh, spot on. I love the color change here. It's just beautiful. So I hope that I can be as good as making African American babies and ethnic babies as Jody Slater. This is just so well detailed. Very well detailed. Hello, 167 people. Good to see you. Hello to Kalani. Hopefully I said your name right. Cyrus said, damn. Darn, sorry. That's so cute. I love them. My mom never got me one, though. I think eventually, Rosie, you can definitely get your own when you're old enough and you have a job. And when I discovered Reborns, I didn't even have a job yet, but somehow I got the babysitting job down the street. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time I discovered Reborn dolls. So I did get a babysitting job, and I was only making like 30, 40 bucks a week, because I was only babysitting, a couple days out of the week. But that was enough to start the reborning process and get supplies from Bountiful Baby and everything. So you can do it. You can do it. My first reborn doll ever is a reborn doll from myself, which is pretty cool. So hello to Rosie. Let's see. Hello to Brent. Nice smiley face there. Let's see. Hello to Linda. Let's see. Yet a Tiny Tears. That is awesome. Awesome. Let's put his outfit back on and let's change more babies. Let's chat. So, yeah, I thought I'd just kind of hang out with you. Well, hang out with you here on the YouTubes. And I am going to be doing more members live streams. So once my station is all set up again, once we're all set up again, I am going to start doing some video live streaming to the members and doing painting, like painting, overhead painting it's called. So which means you'll see detailed painting in what I'm doing. So it's kind of like teaching as I go along while I'm painting a reborn. And once I start a new reborn, then I will go in detail what exactly, it's kind of like a tutorial, a live tutorial. So it's like a live tutorial. It'll be on all, there's 2 tiers to my members, and it'll be on all tiers. So basically the more expensive tier is just like a thank you type tier, you know. So, but I will offer to all my tiers. It is going to be a live tutorial. So once I start Twin B, I'm going to start explaining what it is I am doing. And so that's going to be fun. You can reference those live streams. And of course, any members of mine who are interested in painting, making reborns can ask me questions at any time, and I will be very happy to help you. Okay, that's Victor. So we haven't changed our Lauren in a long time, so we are going to change her. So we got Victor back in his little... By the way, these baskets, you can find these on Amazon. I know somebody, and I do apologize to the person that I did not respond to. They wanted a link to it, and I forgot to post a link. But if you go on Amazon, these baskets, they're called ice basket, like ice buckets. These are like ice buckets. So just type in ice buckets on Amazon, and these will pop right up. These will come right up. So these are wonderful for keeping your reborn dolls organized, which is really nice. And the funny thing is, I discovered it. I didn't really think about it until after the doll show. And I'm like, wait a minute. I use these for the doll show, and why don't I use them for home use? You know what I'm saying? All right. So this right here is my Lauren. I don't know if I have... Yes, I do. I do have a brush. So she's already an older baby already, and I love this sculpt. This sculpt looks so much like my Lauren. She does. So there's my portrait baby Lauren. So she has been painted by another artist, and I rooted her. And so I will be working on portrait baby Christopher soon, because he's the only portrait baby that I haven't done yet. I feel bad. So I'm going to start working on him. So once I am set up again... Oh, by the way, this outfit, she actually wore this outfit. Somebody wanted to buy this from me. This outfit is from the early 2000s. So somebody sent me a picture of their newborn. They came home in this outfit, and they saw one of my videos, and they really, really, really wanted to buy this outfit. And it's like, oh, I would have loved to sell it to you, but all my children, this is actual outfit that my real babies wore, including Lauren. All of them wore this. It's a nice gender neutral. It says, I love mommy, I love daddy. So this outfit here is an oldie but a goodie, and I will never get rid of it. And I hope that the person who messaged me, I hope you found an outfit. I know when you see something, it's just like, oh my gosh, I had that same outfit. Hello, 190 people. I hope you're having a great Friday so far. Dollar Tree has them. Awesome. Thank you for letting us know, Linda, that Dollar Tree does have them. So you can go to Dollar Tree as well. It looks cute. I need to find a better way to store, display reborns. Yes, there you go, Trans Daddy. You can use these ice buckets. They're perfect. Either that, or they do have, if you go on Amazon and look up photography chair, they're like $25 each, where these things, you can get them for, what, $16 for 6 of them? So not bad at all. So the photography chair does work well. I used it in one of my live streams a week or so ago. But it's not that I can't afford to get them. It's just that these are a nicer option, in my opinion. But yeah, that's another way you can go, is getting a photography chair for newborns. And yeah, there's a lot of things you can pose your reborns in. Yep, some real babies. Okay. Any Down syndrome babies? No, I do not have any Down syndrome babies. I thought about getting Pebbles. I think Pebbles is a sculpt that is a Down syndrome baby. I thought they were real babies. Yes, when you're scrolling, which, by the way, thank you for scrolling in. I am Jen Lynn of Creative Newborns. Welcome to my live stream. I am a reborn artist of 21 years, and I make dolls just like these. This one I did not paint, but I did root her. So She is my Lauren, and I'm tempted to like. I'm thinking about remaking her, but I don't have the time. So they had this kit on sale. This is by Sandra White. This is the Leah, I believe, or Lane. They both look almost identical, so I don't know the difference between the two. So, yes. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and put an outfit on her. Let's see, the outfit that I chose for her, and I put a bunch of outfits here on the side just to, so that I can pick out, have on hand what I'm going to pick out. But I thought this looks really, really adorable, and we're going to put this on her. And so, yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. What is everybody's plans for Friday? Where are you from? What's the weather like? Tell me about yourself. Tell me. What are the plans? Well, my plans are like oh my gosh. Tomorrow we're going to be busy. Like I said, we are going to hang out at the laundromat and wash up everything while, yeah, get our house worked on. That's always fun. But then Sunday, then it's going to be catch-up day and putting everything back together. And hopefully you'll get some painting done. So that'll be my plan. Getting the house straightened up. People were doing that a while. It's cold here. Emmy's channel. Welcome. It is cold. Yeah, it's starting to cool off here too in Cleveland, but man, is it a warm fall. Let me tell you, it is a warm autumn that we have, but thank goodness because we need to put the birds outside for a while. So it'll be nice and warm enough for them. Yeah, I can't wait. To be honest, I don't like snow, but I don't mind if it gets into the 40s or like, above freezing is good for me. I don't like driving in snow. Who else doesn't like driving in snow? I hate it. I've been in Ohio my entire life and I absolutely hate snow. I have one time slid on the highway on 71 and that feeling never left my mind. Like that experience of spinning out of control in my car, oh my gosh, just never left my brain. It just totally traumatized me. So whenever it snows, I totally freak out. You are going to, let's see, because I don't have school, you're going to Tbilisi, what, I don't know what that is, because you don't have school tomorrow. That sounds awesome, Olivia. Anytime we don't have school, that's a good day. Good afternoon, Mama Pat's Nursery. There she is. Hey, Mama's Pat's Nursery. How are you doing, Mimi, today? Let's see. This reminds me of a pathology assistant job I had decades ago. Wasn't an original job ad. Oh. Chores going to try to clean up work space. Maybe give the dog a bath. The weather is nice. I hate driving in snow. I dread every winter, Trans Daddy says. I know, I agreed. 100% agree with you there. The snow doesn't bother me. It is other drives that scare me. Yeah, another type of driving is long distance driving. Now that can terrify me as well. Long distance driving, yeah. I would love to drive down to, it's an 8-hour drive from here to North Carolina to the doll show that I want to go to. And I would totally go if I wasn't too scared, if I wasn't afraid of driving it. But I am afraid of driving it. So, yeah. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Let's see. It's in Georgia, the country, Olivia says. Yeah, so it sounds like you guys have some awesome plans for the weekend. And yeah, I've been wanting to paint. I was just looking at my painting table because I took everything off of it. And I'm like, oh, I just want to quickly set up and start painting. Technically, the Simple Affordable doll is done with her hair painting. It's just I want to keep going. It's just like I want to keep going and going and going. It's basically whenever I am painting a simple, affordable reborn, basically what I'm doing is practicing hair painting. That's what so you're getting a good quality hair painting because I'm practicing on my hair painting skills. So, but the other parts of the doll is painted with like lesser, like it's not like intently, like it doesn't have all the layers like the high-end reborn does. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what baby to change next. Let's change our baby Jesus, which is an original reborn. Let's go ahead and change him. Let's see if we can find an outfit for him. I don't have a name for him. I just kept his name Baby Jesus because he was he's the doll that played Jesus. He was loaned out to a church. And I do want to reborn another Behringer doll. This is an original reborn right here. This is an actual true reborn right here you're looking at. So this doll right here is a Behringer Shy Face. Very popular in the reborn community once reborning started getting popular back in the early 2000s, I would say, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. So these were the dolls that we used to make reborn dolls. So this is like an actual doll that you would get from Toys R Us, or you get at Kmart, or you get at Walmart. You can even get these online. I don't even know if you can get the Shy Face anymore. This was a very, very popular sculpt. Let's see if I have an outfit. We got an outfit for him. Very popular, and I've made several of these so far, and I actually have a blank one in my stash downstairs in my vintage storage. I even done the moons. Did I do the moons? What did I do? Yeah, I did. I did moons. Oh my gosh. These nails are holding up pretty good. He is painted with stencil cream paints. His veining is Sharpie marker. Back in the day where we used to take Sharpie marker and we would like make veins and then take alcohol and rub it off real quick. That was how we did veining. And then we painted the inside of the vinyl to give it more of a realistic look to it. So back in the day, and probably some people still do. I don't know many artists that still like paints on the insides of the limbs, like the purple. I don't know if anybody remembers back in the day where you take the purple paint or the blue paint and you paint on the inside to give it more of a different tone. Because the vinyl was very, very orange. Very orange. So yeah, it was only like a 1/4 limbed baby. So this is what, they would come on a white cloth body. I need to dust this baby. We'll have to do a live stream while I am cleaning reborns. You should clean your reborns on a regular basis, like dust their eyes out, clean them up. Yeah, that will be another live stream that will do that. So this is the feet. Wow, the nails are held up really well. You can tell the painting how it was back in the day. So this is one of my first reborns. I made a lot of these. These were very popular. In fact, the very first reborn that I sold on eBay was a Shy Face Behringer. Shy Face Behringer. And he sold for $65. I was so thrilled when he sold. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then the person who got the doll loved him. So I just fell in love with making these babies and selling them. Because I thought, well, I'll try it and see if I'm any good at it. But I knew when I discovered reborning, I'm like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do for a career. We're just going to have to practice it. If I'm not good at it, I'm just going to keep at it, because anything you want to do, you can do it. You just got to practice at it. You can do it. You can do it. Hello, hello. Brenda, hello. Jesus needs his robe. I know, right? Let's see. What website? If you're talking about my website, I don't have one. I don't sell enough babies to have a website. I wish I did. I just got to painting and baby dolls. Awesome, Mad Maddie. That is awesome. Welcome to the reborn world. That is so cute. Thank you. I did see a tutorial. They were talking about painting inside the head, but I hadn't seen it for the limbs. Yeah, because the limbs, that would be kind of hard to do. Because now, with the sculpts nowadays, you could do it with these limbs because they're the 1/4 limbs. But with the sculpts, they have full limbs. That would be harder to do. Let's see. You swear it just moved? He just moved. He just moved. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you his painting. He was painted with stencil cream paints. By the way, I have a brand new jar of that stuff. I'm thinking about painting a reborn the old-fashioned way. I want to see how that will work out. Of course, I'm not going to sand the head. I had to sand his head. Oh my gosh, his hair, like all his molded hairlines were sanded off. And then we started the painting process and everything. Everything we had to go through back in the day when we first made reborn dolls. Yeah, we had to strip all the factory paint off. We had to sand down the molded hairlines. Yeah, it was a lot of work, a lot of work. All that work for $65. But back in the day, that was like so well worth it. It was like, oh my gosh, somebody likes my dolls. And then she got it. And when she got it, she wrote back. And it was my first ever positive feedback on the first ever reborn doll that I sold. And it was on eBay for $65. And it was this sculpt right here. So, and then I made several. And then I donated some dolls to my aunt. So my aunt, she has a couple of my dolls. So she said that, you know, she wants to give them back because she's getting older. She's in her like upper 80s now. So she did want to give me the dolls that, you know, I gave her. You know, something shall happen to her. She wants me to have my the reborns back. And I said, sure. But I don't want to go asking, you know, hey, can I have my dolls back? But I don't want to think about that. But there is a Behringer, so she did get this doll back. So I will have another Shy Face Behringer in my collection. Actually, I got another Shy Face Behringer. I do have a blank one ready to paint. We should paint that baby. We should paint it. I wonder if we should paint it in the modern style of painting, or shall we paint it with the stencil cream paints? What do you think? What is your opinion? So this is a true reborn right here. True reborn. That's so cool. $65 and now you're here. I am here. Yep, $65. And you know that back in the day that I made a steady $800 a month on my reborns. My reborns sold for, I had a set price and they were $800. And I was surprised that I was making that. I was doing really good. And I was a stay-at-home mom. And it was awesome because that's the job I had while being a stay-at-home mom. So my daughter, she is looking into getting back into her art. She does animations. She does have a YouTube channel. I told her to get back into her YouTube channel because she was getting quite a bit of views. But see, all of the viewers that she had were all her age. They're all kids at the time. So we'll see. I told her I'd help her get figure out her AdSense and everything like that. She definitely could do more animations and stuff like that. So it'd be a good way to be making money while being a stay-at-home mom. Lots of things you can do as being a stay-at-home mom. Oh, thank you for the emojis there. That is so cute. Rhode Island, Kelly says. Rhode Island. You are from Rhode Island. Cool. What is your job? What motivated you to get your job? What was your childhood dream job? Wow, Olivia, thank you for the awesome questions. So my childhood dream job is, of course, always being an artist. I was an artist from the get-go, from a kid. I loved drawing. I used to draw horses, portraits. I used to love making like just different things, artsy things. I remember one time I made out of a coat hanger, I made this swan. And this was back when I was like 10 years old, a swan, and it had feathers and everything. It came out really cool. I made one of those pop bottle cats. You ever remember with the Pepsi bottles? And then you take a light bulb and then you like glue it together. And I made a cat out of like things like that. So I always did like artsy things like that. My real job, I work in the medical industry for my real job, and I am a third shifter. So I work in the medical industry. So that's what I do for a living. And my other living is Reborn Dolls. I make these. And my other living is YouTubing now. So now I do YouTube as a job. I do have memberships, so I do get paid that way. Which, by the way, there is plenty of room for new members. If you want to join in on painting and live tutorials, I am going to be starting that very soon with Twin Bee. We are going to make a high-end Twin Bee doll. And hopefully, if all goes well, we can get it finished by Christmas. But I do got to get my custom out the door yet, and the Simple Affordable Reborn out the door yet too. So yeah, thank you for those questions. I can just go on and on and on and on, but yeah, I'm a busy lady. I work third shift, so as soon as I'm done with my live stream, I'm going to bed. You have one too? Hey Zoe. Oh, that's awesome that you have a reborn too. That is awesome. Do you draw any longer? No, I don't. No, I used to draw people. I used to sketch people, horses. I like the band Def Leppard. I remember drawing. I had a poster. I made a whole poster of Def Leppard, and I don't know that. I feel so sad. That poster got lost in a locker where my neighbor down below in the apartments I used to live, he didn't use his locker space, and me, I had a lot of stuff. I borrowed his locker, and then he moved out, and then they immediately cleaned out the locker, and that was my stuff. Oh, that's how I lost my Def Leppard poster that I drew. But yeah, nope, this is what I do now for a living. I make reborn dolls. I no longer, I mean, once in a while I'll sketch horses or something like that, kind of do doodling and things like that, but it's not like a serious thing anymore. So, and I didn't do it for a living. I only did it for fun, and I did it for gifts, like gift giving. So I would like sketch people, of themselves and give it to them and things like that. So, yes. No, this one is not silicone. I do have 2 silicone, full body silicones, and they are in the other room. I'll have to make room in here for them. I'm not really, for whatever reason, I'm really not loving the silicone dolls like I thought I would. So I'm still on the fence on selling my silicone. One is a high-end silicone, and the other one is a more of a cheaper, it's still a high-end silicone, but the paint is like coming off of that one. So they consider that one a boo-boo baby. And so I don't know, may or may not. We'll see. Oh, you also animate too? Oh my gosh, you animate? Yeah, my daughter's channel, check it out. You can check it out. It's called Animal Jam Animations. Check it out. That is my daughter's YouTube, and I'm going to try to get her started in doing that again. She would be making really good money, because one time she did a live stream, and oh my gosh, she had like 1,000 people instantly. She was like, I think it kind of freaked her out that so many people liked her. She freaked out about it, and she ended up, she loves doing it. It's just that, life happens. And so she grew up, and she was, in the dating world, and she met her husband. And so she was more into, her relationship with her husband. Well, it was her boyfriend at the time, but now he's her husband. And now she has my grandbaby. But she can now work from home doing that, being a mom. So I would think she should get back into it. Is it AI? If you're talking about the doll, no, this is not AI, but I suppose you can make animations with AI if that's what you're talking about. This is creepy. How much was he? So this one, I sold one like this for $65, and that was a long, long time ago. This would now be, honestly, I don't know what I would charge if I made one of these dolls. It'd probably be definitely more expensive just because this kit it's not a doll kit. It's an actual baby doll. So this is not a doll kit. So this is a very hard to find doll. It's Shy Face Behringer, and this is an original reborn. So yeah, this would be hard to find. It'd probably be more on the expensive. So anything that is hard to find, like My Miracle by Laura Lee Eagles, that's a very hard to find kit. I paid $500 for that kit. When I bought that kit, when it sold out, I missed out on that kit. Somebody had bought a bunch of them and sold me one for $500. So if I were to sell that kit, I would sell it for $800 because that kit is well sought after. But I'm not selling that kit. I want to reborn him. It's going to be a him. And I want to make him for my collection, My Miracle by Laura Lee Eagles. I got a couple rare kits. Let's see. What a cute baby. Keep it, give them time. Yes. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you. Cruises Cards. Hello. Mad creepy, but keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty there. Yeah. We do love honesty and how you really feel about these dolls. Just don't be vulgar. We don't like vulgar. So I did discover, I did take out words. If you notice, our chat is more friendly. That's because I was able, I didn't know this. You can put words in that you're not allowed to say in chat. And I've put a bunch of them in there. So I'm evaluating my chat every time I do a live stream and which words that I can put in that you cannot say in my chat. But it looks like I got most words. So creepy, we'll keep creepy because that's most people. I mean, you have the right to your opinion. And if they're creepy, they're creepy. And I appreciate your honest feedback. Let's see. Yes, about the silicone dolls. Yes. I'm going to hang on to them for now. So I'm just afraid that if I do sell them, like I'm afraid of like regret. I totally regret selling Quinlan. Was it Quinlan? It was Quinlan. I totally regret it because those dolls are very, very, very hard to get. You haven't seen one in person? Oh, you ought to. They are even better in person. I want to trade. I want to change one more baby. I'm just trying to think of who I want to change. Let's change. You know what? Let's actually, my first ever. Let's go ahead and change that baby. We're going to put Jesus back. You sit nicely. Let's get this guy, Isaiah. He is my first ever African American baby. He's my first ever successful one. So yes, first one ever, and I kept him. I kept him. And the next one, if that one is successful, I will either sell him or her outright, or I may save it for the Kansas Doll Show because I got to start lining up my kits for the Kansas Doll Show, and I got to start the beginning layers of all my babies that I will be working on. I am waiting for Laura Lee Eagles, open-eyed Gracie May. So yeah, this one here is my very first ever successful because I practiced painting ethnic babies on limbs and faces and stuff like that. So he's not exactly where I want to be, but I just keep on practicing. So he's very special to me because he's my first ever African American babies. And I got one that I am on the 3rd or 4th layer right now. And he or she is looking pretty good, actually. I'm quite surprised. So I'm trying to pick an outfit. We don't even have to change him. He's just in his onesie already. Let's just go ahead and put this cute little outfit on. Do you have an unready doll, You can show. Oh, a doll kit? Yes, I do. Would you like to see a doll kit, Olivia? Are you talking about a doll that is like, what do you mean? That's already painted or a blank kit? I have the Simple Affordable. It is ready to sell. Anybody can purchase that baby at any time. You just go to the description. My email is there. You can say, hey, I'm interested in purchasing that doll. Her hair painting technically is done. She technically is ready for varnishing. She is considered a no-bake baby. So that means everything is air dry. Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. So I do want to hang on to her so that I can compare her to the custom because that's a high end. That's Alessandro by Cassie Ann Love. I want to compare so that you guys can see what I mean by pricing and, you know, high end versus low end reborn because they're all different. So, you know, I don't keep pricing the same on all different types of reborns. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. I'm sorry if you heard that. I guess it's lunchtime. What time do we have? It's 12:54. Wow. Yes, like a blank. Oh yeah, I'll show you a blank one. Yeah, in just a second. I want to draw something cozy. Ooh, cozy. Love cozy. Any ideas? I'm thinking of something Halloween, but I don't know much more. So if you're asking my opinion, cozy, oh my gosh, I would say a log cabin on the, let's see, draw like inside of a log cabin, fire going, pumpkins, like a table with pumpkins and leaves and fall decorate. I can just think of all kinds of things to draw with stuff like that. I love coziness. Cozy is my favorite word. Cozy, cozy, cozy. I love it. And I can't wait. And I know I'm a rare person, but I like it when it gets a little cloudier. I do have dry eye syndrome, so which means my eyes are very sensitive in sun. So we've been having some pretty sunny days, which is good. But occasionally when we get our cloudy days, I love it. Because that means like when we go out at high noon, because a lot of times we'll pick up my daughter and my grandson and we'll go hang out at the mall, which we're going to do. We were supposed to do that this week, but because of the happenings of the week, we weren't able to do that. But whenever it's cloudy, it's just much easier on my eyes. I don't get headaches. I get headaches easy now because of my dry eye syndrome and the bright sunlight. Like the lighting in this room right now is so bright because I've got a billion lights on. So let's see. How do you make them? Do you put them in forms or do you manually form them? So they are made, and I'm going to show you right now. Let's see if I have a doll kit. Let's go ahead and show Gracie May. I have the Gracie May kit right here, and I have a Gracie May. So let's go ahead and compare those two. Let me get a sip of my tea. Today's drink is iced tea. I got my tea. It's tea time. Okay, so let's get Gracie May. She is my favorite baby at the moment. Oh my gosh, I can't. This is a high-end doll. This doll would be worth $1,500 or more, probably $1,800. This doll right here. Oh, let's go ahead and take her outfit off. Let's look at her. Actually, that's kind of gonna be. Well, let's just do it. Let's do it. She's got some good varnish on. I want to know what this varnish is. It's so soft, but yet it's got that little bit of a rough, not too rough of a feeling. It's not quite like Genesis. I don't know what it is, and I want to ask her when I see Picket Fence Nursery. I want to know what varnish she uses. I have that RSP, the Irresistibles one. I need to try those varnishes. Because as you know, Genesis no longer makes their product. And I don't paint with Genesis. I did in the beginning. But because of my sensitivity to chemicals, I had to switch to air dry. So just in case you want to know I paint with air dry paints. They are professional grade, artist grade paints. And I seal my reborns with the Genesis matte varnishes. So I just because I love the feel of it. It just has a really wonderful feel, but this feels really cool. Okay, so this here is Gracie May by Laura Lee Eagles. This here is the completed doll. Let me show you the kit, which I have on hand. All right. That is her and her tote. Let's get her out of her box. So that's pretty cool. I just happen to have her. I'm glad I do because then I can compare. She is in a box here. I keep my doll kits in a box. And I can't wait for these people that are going to come over and treat our home. I'm going to warn them before they go up here because this is my workspace, the whole entire upstairs. I'm going to warn them. There's hanging doll heads everywhere. There's babies everywhere. This is the kit right here. So this is what you get. Look at the difference there. So this is what it starts off with, a blank kit. That's the finished baby. Oh my goodness. And so this Gracie May, I have 2 of these left. So I am definitely going to make one to sell and then one I do want to keep of my own artwork. So here is the hand right here. Let's see if we can somehow get, here's the hand. Look at the difference there. Isn't that something? That is something. So there's the hand. Here is a leg. You can see the difference with the leg there. And the other leg. And then she does have a belly plate. I don't use belly plates on my dolls, so the belly plate that for this Gracie May is packed away, so I did pack it away alongside all the other belly plates. I really don't feel the need to use them. I have them, but I don't use them. The Gracie May that I made, I did make the belly plate with the umbilical cord, so it does come with an umbilical cord as well. This is all vinyl, so what happens is that the sculptor, they sculpt the baby. So in this case, it's Laura Lee Eagles who sculpted this baby, this doll kit. So it's sculpted in clay. I don't know what type of clay. It's in clay. I don't know how they get it to a wax form. They get it into some sort of form too. They send it off to the factory in China. They send it off to China or, wherever they send. They used to send them to Germany. But anywho, it's sent off to the factory. They are made there. And this is what you get, the final product. So there is like a wax type, or if I'm correct, if I'm not mistaken, form of this. So, oh my goodness. I do believe this is sold out now. So Gracie May is sold out. I am awaiting the Awake version of this baby. And that baby will be available at the Kansas Doll Show. I did order 2 of them. So usually when it's Cassie Ann Love, Bonnie Brown, or Cassie Ann Love, Bonnie Brown, Laura Lee Eagles, I will order 2. And then I did order, who's the other one I ordered from? But anyways, I usually order 2 kits, one to sell, one to keep for myself. If I really, really am in love, I will order 3 kits and make them my twins. I have yet to have twins in my collection yet. So that's where the new Laura Lee Eagles one, she came out with the Little Prim. And so I ordered 3 of those. So I'm going to have a set of twins. And then Little Prim is going to be available at the Kansas Doll Show. Okay, let's see. What is the hair made out of? So this here is fine mohair. The hair is made out of goat. It's like goat hair. It's like, Oh, I'm trying to, alpaca fine hair. This is mono rooted, by the way. So this doll would be more on the side of being $1,800. So this doll would be very, very, I believe that's what the person that I bought this doll, what she paid for this doll. And then she sold her to me. She's still pretty much brand new, but she wanted to downsize on her collection. And so she was selling her at the Kansas Doll Show. And I bought her. I fell in love with her instantly. Instantly. As soon as I saw her, I'm like, I gotta have her. And the artist was actually the table behind her. It was kind of funny. The artist that made her. It was kind of funny. But yeah, the hair is like a goat product. It's like a goat hair type thing. And it resembles human newborn hair. It's like very, very fine flyaway hair. But this is actually better than the hair that I use. The hair that I use is nice, but it's very flyaway. Very, very fine. So here, let's do that. Any more questions? That's a good idea to sell and to keep on. Yeah, I always definitely get multiple kits because it's like, I'd buy hundreds of them if I could. Doll is so realistic, it's scary. I do agree. Sometimes it's scary. It does scare people. So yeah, I don't get offended when people say that, which it's true. Some people get scared and think that they're, so realistic. And so, yeah. Can you put veining on a vinyl? Yes, you can. This one has veining. You can't see all the details. Where is her veining? Never really looked that close at this baby. She does have blue undertones there. She's got some veining here. Yeah, you can paint veining, and I will show that in my live tutorial. We will be starting Twin Bee real soon. And so when I start my dolls, I'm going to be going on live on members to do live stream tutorials of painting reborns, how I paint them. And as I'm painting, you can ask questions, or you can go back and watch the live stream, and you can request a more detailed video on a specific thing that you may need help with. So that is available to you as well. There's some veining right there. Yep. Yep. You can, that's the only thing you got to be very, very careful with, whether it be Genesis paints or you're painting with acrylic air dry, the blue undertones. If you put too much blue, you cannot get rid of it. That goes right into the vinyl. Anything blue. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Hey, Katie, how are you doing? Good to see you. The color difference is crazy. What paint to use? I personally use professional acrylic air dry paints. I do believe, I am not sure what this is painted with. This was from the Kansas Doll Show. I'm going to say this is Genesis. If I had to guess, you can't even tell. You can't tell between Genesis and air dry. So yeah, I wanted to bring that up as well. There is some misinformation going around online right now saying that acrylic air dry is not as nice as Genesis. I think both are beautiful. I think Genesis and acrylic air dry paints, if done well, are both beautiful. And acrylic paints do last. They can last a long, long time. That's if you take care of your doll. If you leave your doll in sunlight, yes, it will fade. If you mistreat your doll, and it will fade, and the paint, any paint can chip off. So, and it doesn't chip off. It doesn't just peel right off. There's been some misconception that acrylic paint just peels right off. I have, most of my babies are acrylic, and the paints are not peeling off. So now I've had babies in the past where I used both. Here's a tip right here. If you're going to use Genesis varnish, do not mix the, I'm trying to think of it, the thick medium. There's thick medium along with the matte varnish. That you'll get peeling. Then you will, because I was using that on the hair paintings, and it started peeling. And it was not the paint, it was how I varnished the hair. So yeah, you cannot mix that. You have to put on the varnish first, and you have to bake it 2 full bakes and make sure that's fully cured. And then you have to put on the thick medium, same thing, cure it twice, fully cured. So that's very, very important. So, and we all learn from our mistakes, and you're going to make lots and lots of mistakes until you discover, how to, paint reborns the way that you like to. So there is no wrong way to paint them because everybody has their way of painting dolls. So yeah. Hello everyone. Hello foster mom. How are you doing? Good to see you. I'm doing okay. How are you? What is your baby's called? So these are, if you're just joining, these are called hyper realistic vinyl art dolls, also known as reborn dolls. I do make these. This one I did not make. They do come in a blank kit like this, and you go from this to this. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. Picket Fence Nursery made this one, and this one is just so amazing. What baby's on your profile picture? So the baby on my profile picture is there. You know what? There's like 2 of them. One is like on my email, and the one is on Creative Newborns by Jen Len. That is Baby Faye. So that's this baby right here. Baby Faye is right here. This is my profile picture. So, and Charlie is the other one. If I were to comment on another live stream, Charlie's picture, I don't know why Google does that. So that picture will show up. I do want to I did, by the way, get me another Charlie at the Kansas Doll Show. I did get another Charlie, and I do plan on reborning him for me because he was so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And I might root that one. Let's see what price. So this doll would be worth like $1,800. So this is a very high-end reborn. This doll has been painted many, 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 many layers. The hair is mono rooted. If you look very well, you can't see through the camera, but in person, the hair is mono rooted. It's very time consuming, and it is something I could do, but I have no patience for. So I would say, like, even her eyelashes, they are mono rooted. So very time consuming, and it lays very nice. I love how it lays on the head, very nice. Do you prime before painting with air dry paints? Yes, I do. I prime with the paint itself. So I will be showing my members how I do that. But yeah, I just start off with the blue undertones because that just naturally goes into the vinyl very nicely. You have to be very, very careful with that. I just go priming with a couple layers of the paint itself, and I work it into the vinyl, and I'll show you how to do that. And then I use something else now that helps the paint spread better. It's like a medium, and I'm not going to give all my secrets away, but I discovered something new, and it works wonderful, and the whole thing is to be able to control your paint better. And so over the years, I've learned, how to control the paint. It's kind of hard to control air dry paints. And you got to be very, very careful in painting with air dry paints, because if you stop for 1 minute, you can get what's called water spots. And it is very, very hard to get off once you get water spots, and you have to turn it into a scratch or a birthmark or something. It's very difficult. Do you have a little outfit for the baby? Yes, I'm going to get her back dressed again in her outfit. Yes, let's do that. So we're going to put Gracie May back into her little thingamajigger. We're going to get her dressed. She has a outfit. Yeah, her little outfit. I got the same outfit just about for my grandson. He's already in 6 months. He's only 3 months old, and he's already in 6 months size clothing. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? My daughter didn't believe it. She's like, oh my gosh, that's going to be too big. I'm like, nope, watch. It's going to fit him perfect, and it did. It did. All right. let's put your outfit back on. So yeah, I got him. It's similar. It's a little different. I got him like an outfit similar to this one. Let's go ahead and put this outfit on you. So I'm going to reweight her again. I should have reweighted her head. Her head's way too heavy because her head is like mostly glass beads. So it just feels a little off. So I'm going to reweight her head. Whenever I get time, I will do that. So these dolls, the only thing about this is the fingers are spread out, and you gotta be very careful in dressing your dolls. The varnish can get shiny. The more you handle your doll, it's a given. It doesn't matter if it's air dry or Genesis. You are wearing on the paint and the varnish and then the paint. The more you handle your doll. So I try not to handle them too much, especially Gracie May because of her hands, how they are. So yeah, so I just do this, you just take the sleeves. And this is especially important when you have silicone dolls so that you are not stretching the silicone, because some silicone dolls are extremely fragile and they can rip real easy. So it's very important that you dress them very delicately. And so good news is for a vinyl doll, doesn't matter if it's Genesis or air dry, once these fingers start getting shiny, I can revarnish them with the air dry. The AK air dry will take care of that. And it's only a temporary fix, because, you're dressing, you're handling your dolls. The only way to guarantee that your doll will never get shiny is to never mess with them like this, never to dress them, or just, but that's really no fun because it's fun dressing them. I love dressing them. I love getting outfits for them. Like I said earlier in this live video, I do treat these babies realistically as far as care goes, as far as keeping them clean and keeping them and dressing them very carefully so you're not ruining the vinyl. No, it's not a real baby. No, I'm not feeding it. But you want to take care of your collection. You want to take care of your dolls, your train set, your Legos. You want to take good care of the things that you collect. So that goes with anything, not just reborn dolls. Okay, I think, how much time do we got here? How long have we been here? Started an hour ago. Yep, it's for Halloween. Yep, it's a cute doll. Thank you. Sweet strawberry bracelets. Is that right? Oh, that's cool. You make bracelets. That's awesome. What doll is used for movies? So this doll could be used for movies. This doll could be used for therapy. This doll could be used for training purposes as far as photography goes. This doll could be used in hospitals as far as training goes for holding a newborn, how to hold a newborn and how to change a newborn delicately. Silicones would be a little bit, the silicones with the armatures in the arms would be a little bit of a better choice for training purposes for actually the photography and how to handle a newborn, simply because they do the silicone feels more like skin than vinyl does, but both of them work just as well. So these are great training. I do want to get a stand-in baby. If anybody knows what a stand-in baby, it is a doll that is made specifically for photography, newborn photography training. And I do want to get one. And what it is, and I'm going to paint it too, it's sort of a lifelike doll. They didn't make it too lifelike, but it's like a vinyl doll. And it has a body, it's full body, but the arms and the legs, the whole entire doll is jointed, meaning that wherever a real baby is jointed, Like it's even jointed in the hip area, like the chest and the hip area are both like jointed where you can swivel the hips from side to side. The head is like ball jointed. You can move it all different directions. The hands, even like where the wrists are, there's like anywhere you have a joint in your body, that's where this doll is jointed, and you can like pose the hand in any way, and then the elbow has joints, and then up here. So I do plan on getting one. I think that would be kind of cool to paint one of them. I want to see if I can paint one of those. Those would be really fun to get, but I want to get one once I get everything, get some other financial things taken care of. That is just a want. It's not a need. So whenever I have the money to get a want, I think that's the next thing I'm going to get. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's so cute with the outfit on. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Let's see. Princess Fofena. Hopefully I said your name right. Hello. Sorry for the language, ma'am. Wait, what language did you use? I'm not going to look, but I accept your apologies. Yep. I made a little bit harder to say certain languages. So, yeah, imagine seeing that at night. Let's see. Alrighty. So it has been over, let me check up here. It has been an hour and 16 minutes. Have a good day, Olivia. Good to see you. Doll moved, or am I imagining things? Hello. Nope, she doesn't move. You can put little movers in them, by the way. You can put like a mechanism in them and they can like move around, but no, not only, they don't move unless you make a role-playing video. Some people do, and they put their hands behind the blankets like this, and then they can look like they're moving like that. But nope, they're just vinyl dolls. So yeah, so if you're just scrolling in, I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. I've been making reborn dolls just like these for 21 years now. This one's not mine, of course. Another artist made this one. Welcome to my channel. I hope you do subscribe. Yeah, we have memberships as well. We will be doing live membership painting, so it's kind of like a live tutorial. So if anybody's interested in learning how to make reborn dolls, specifically air dry, because that's what I use, make sure you join memberships. We will be starting Twin Bee by Bonnie Brown. That baby is going to be available to sell for the general public, and it is going to be a higher end baby. So if anybody's interested in that, that's available to you. Well, I am going to get running here. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for an hour and like, it was an hour and 20 minutes. It's going on an hour. I can't see my live feed, but thank you so much. Your time is so very important, and for that, I thank you so much for spending it with me. I hope you have a great afternoon, great morning, good evening, wherever you are at. Can you please send me a baby? No, I'm not having a giveaway at the moment. When I get to 100K, I'm going to do a reborn giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and keep a lookout for that. It's gonna take a while to get there, so I can make plans for which baby I would like to do for a giveaway. But no, not right now. I can't just send one to you. This is what I do for a living, so this is my job. I need to make money, so I do need to make money doing this. Let's see, thank you, Trans Daddy. Hope you have a great day as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for telling us about them. You are welcome. Yeah, please do subscribe if you're interested in these reborns. They are spooky. LOL. Thank you for your honest opinion. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess some people can, be spooked out by them, but they're cute. Some people started off thinking they're spooky, but then they started liking them. So, they're just so cute. They're very harmless. It just, so yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you for joining me again. And we love you so much. Let me get behind. I'm at the tablet. So thank you again. And yeah. So join me again for the next live stream. Members, the next live stream, we're going on live. We're going to be doing the rest of the hair painting. So we're going to try a new setup for members. So if you are a member of my channel, make sure you keep a watch out for that. That's the next live stream is for you guys. And we're going to do some painting. And we're going to be doing some tutorials and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, come join us. So members, we'll see you on live stream next. In a couple of days when I get everything put back together. So I love you guys again. Thank you for joining and welcome to the new subscribers of my channel. I'm so glad you are here. So I love you guys. Happy reborning. Take care and have a great weekend. Love ya. Take care. Bye.